The new iPhone SE is getting mad hyped because of its $399 price point. But if I'm being honest, who wants to pull out an iPhone 8 looking ass phone in 2020? So today I'm going to tell you guys about a phone within the exact same budget that looks like it's a decade newer, the iPhone 10. Now, I got my iPhone 10 for about $385 off of SwapUp, and I know that there's tons more listings around that $400 price point, so I don't think you should have any trouble finding a good deal on SwapUp or eBay or wherever else you want to shop for a used iPhone. Now, the best part about the phone is easily its design. I mean, this was Apple's flagship phone at one point, which means it cost $1,000 when it was brand new, and you can really tell that Apple packed in $1,000 worth of value in the design of the phone. I mean, when you're looking at this phone head on, it looks nearly identical to Apple's current iPhone 11 Pro. You have this beautiful 5.8-inch OLED panel up front with the notch up top that houses the earpiece, front camera, which seems to be the same 7-megapixel camera that's in the iPhone SE. And then you also have the sensor array for Face ID, which works just as well as Face ID for the iPhone 11. Now, I know some people prefer Touch ID, but tell me this, is having a home button worth missing out on Apple's most quintessential feature? Yeah, I'm talking about Animojis, and you can't use them on any device without the Face ID sensor array, meaning you broke boys with your home buttons can exit the chat right now. All jokes aside though, the design of the iPhone 10 makes it seem like it's in a completely different league than the new iPhone SE, and that makes complete sense because you're comparing Apple's once flagship highest end phone with now Apple's current budget and lowest end smartphone that they sell. Looking at the back of the iPhone 10, you can see this slick dual 12-megapixel camera design, with one being a wide-angle lens and then the other being a telephoto, which can result in some pretty beautiful photos. I mean, looking at some of the examples from this camera, you can see that they're pretty crisp with nice, vivid colors. Now, when looking at the hardware inside the iPhone 10, the new iPhone SE can really start landing some punches. The SE features Apple's A13 Bionic Supersonic Time Warp Time Travel chip, whereas the iPhone 10 has Apple's paltry A11 processor. But I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. I think Apple's software optimization is to the point where really in day-to-day usage, at least on iOS 13, you're not going to notice a difference. The iPhone 10 feels responsive and snappy and doesn't really leave much to be desired in my opinion. The only big difference that I see arising is in the future where the iPhone 10 is probably going to be supported until iOS 16 if I had to take a guess, whereas the new iPhone SE is going to go probably a few more generations beyond that. And if that's a deal breaker for you, I completely understand why someone would want to go for the iPhone SE because of, the software support. But in my opinion, for someone like me, for example, where I would want to upgrade my phone relatively often, what I would do is just maybe sell the iPhone 10 a year down the road when iPhone 10s prices come down. And that way I can keep, upgrading and stay within the refresh cycle and stay within supported software as well. So I don't think something like that would really affect me or a lot of users that want to be able to upgrade their phone fairly often at a fairly good, budget price. All in all, while the iPhone SE is the better phone on paper, I think that in day-to-day real-life usage, the iPhone 10 would really come out on top. I get that the SE has its place in Apple's lineup as their lowest-end budget phone, and I know you can get some amazing deals on it through carrier subsidies right now, but if you're comparing both phones at $399, I really think that the iPhone 10 is the better phone because of its design. Now, if you guys agree with me, please leave a thumbs up on this video, and if you don't, just dislike the video and leave a comment on why I'm an idiot, because you know what? All engagement helps with the YouTube algorithm. Either way though, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and please be sure to subscribe down below.